Okay, welcome to the October 2021 Gem Blenders Tournament Finals. This month we have Vincent and Steve playing with a very fun little spin. We have Halloween rules, which I'll just be showing throughout the game. There are certain blends that have special abilities just for this month, so it'll be a fun finals, a little different than how we normally do it, but it'll be exciting. Um, so with me, I have a lot of people. So guys, if you could introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm David.
One fun.
I'm Max. Hi.
Hey Max, and then last we got Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
All right, awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get started. This will be a very interesting match. Steve and Vincent, both players who have gotten far into tournaments previously, but neither have won or become champion. So we'll have a first time champion crown this month, which will be a lot of fun.
Exciting.
Yeah, just for a bit of background. So to get here, both Vincent and Steve won a three-player match. So we had a three-player, two three-player matches, and then the winners moved on to the finals. So both of these decks won those matchups. Um, so yeah, looking forward to it. I think we're going to get started here shortly. But in the meantime, have you guys had a chance to look at the decks? Any thoughts before we get started?
Yeah, I have some thoughts. I'm very impressed with the Halloween deck, which I believe is Vincent's, where he gets a Witchcrafter out on turn one, or at least that's the goal. Because these Halloween rules really let you do wild things that you can't do ordinarily.
Yeah, they are fun. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Fiona and Isabel, the twins, who are a hero that can switch in and out for this month only. So I think that'll be interesting. And I actually, when I checked the deck list too, I think Steve also has a Witchcrafter that he's trying to put out. So it'll be interesting to see which Witchcrafter strategy wins out. Um, Anyone else have any initial thoughts?
I'm a bit curious. So a foul, as for the Halloween rules, it says that you can discard a foul card named foul from your hand, and then search your deck for two other cards that is named foul. However, I'm confused who has this deck, but it's the Halloween deck. There's only two cards named foul, so it's almost like leaning into this effect, but then not getting anything out of it. So I'm curious of what's going on here.
I see. That is a good thought. So maybe the goal is not to use that specific foul rule. And sorry, let me
Yeah,
go ahead and pull up the.
there is possibility to use it on the field in the first place, obviously.
Mhm.
But we'll see how much it gets used. It's a bit. So both Wood Ghost and Fewer Virus, which seems to be the main parts of the deck, and of course Toxic Ram. None
Yep.
of them are using Arrow Gems, so we'll. I'm interested to see how well he can consistently use Venom Foul to obscure the opponent's field.
Yeah, I agree. So that will be fun, and Venom Foul is quite a good card that will let you switch people's
Yeah,
positions. So that'll be
yeah.
powerful.
Blend it and then switch an opponent's uh, hero.
Got it. Right. Oh, okay. So Steve, very quickly subbing in Fiona and Isabel. Went with Claire to start off to surge a gem out. So put an extra gem on Jubilee, and then subbed Fiona and Isabel in, presumably to use Fiona and Isabel's first turn effect. So let's see what he ends up. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is Vincent. We'll see what Vincent ends up looking for here. I assume a Witchcrafter. Let's see. A Ram. Okay. Two Rams. Okay. Actually, I'm just realizing I can't see their hands, so I need to figure out how to do that in Cockatrice.
Yeah, they didn't set up
No, they
search
can't.
for man.
They didn't set that up.
Mm,
We can't see their
No.
hands. All right, so we're
That
playing a
was
little
weird.
blind here. Okay,
yeah.
that's all right.
So the reason why Green Owl, who is Green Owl again?
That's Vincent.
Oh, Vincent. The reason why Vincent is playing so many ramps in his decks that he is because of the additional Halloween rule where you can discard a ram card from hand, and then for each witch themed card, essentially, you can then search your deck for any card that you wish. So it's both leaning into it, using it for its effect, as well as being consistent with being consistency.
Yeah. Wow. So that's pretty good. You're right. So he's using RAM as fodder basically. He's just using it to search.
Mhm.
Yeah, and at the same time, he's let me just to find it again. Herd Necromancer. He's also playing Herd Necromancer, which allows him to sacrifice 2 life and then return a blend that uses Capra Gem, which all rams are using. And that way, I believe one of the cards that he's going for is Bolt Ram, which he can deblend, and then for each Electro Gem that's on the hero, he can inflict up to 5 damage to the opponents. I believe there might be, maybe not the main strategy, but definitely one of the parts of the strategy is to utilize that is named Ram to search out all the cards that he needs, and then use Herd Necromancer to get its effect consistently used.
That makes a lot of sense. And interesting. So that's from the previous Halloween decks. Nobody's really taken advantage of that rule. So that it'll be interesting to see in play. Just this past turn, so it looks like Vincent's Tall sort of stopped Steve from doing a lot of the things he wanted to do. Steve didn't want to take the damage. It looks like because he could have used Claire, Fatima, and even Francisco to move gems around. So Steve could have used 3 first turn effects. Would have had to take 9 damage. So that would have been pretty tough. And I guess that's why he stopped. So it'll be interesting to see if that slowed Steve down enough, and if Vincent if Tal was the difference maker.
I'm really surprised why not both of the players are playing Tal and Matthew, since we know from testing the decks that a lot of us goes full in on having come play with us, which means that you can have 2 cards which needs a gem on the for their first turn effect and use it. So Fatima, Fiona, and Isabel, you can switch those out on the same gem, so to speak, and get a lot of utility out of your first turn. So there's a lot of cards where first turn effects now become much more valuable because you can get all the value on 1 gem. So that means that Matthew and Tal both gets a slight buff, an indirect buff, because on first turn effects has gotten that indirect buff as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. And I also think it's also strange that Steve, there are no level 5s out here, because Matthew would have made a ton of sense, especially because it's an interesting choice. You would have thought he would have used Matthew. We'll see. We're already questioning Steve's hero placement, hero choice. Interesting.
Yeah. But we also should remember that I don't remember what they have on their bench right now of heroes, but due to Fiona and Isabel being able to come play with us every single turn, every second turn you can have a full switch out. So you can easily adapt your heroes to your opponent, as well as setting up for whatever you need for the future after having used all your first turn effects.
Right. So Steve did make that sub. He went for Zachary.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. And maybe he's going for attack. All right. Let's see. So a gem search. So grabbed a pyro gem. It is kind of fun not seeing their hands, so we have to make a couple guesses.
We do have to,
Yeah. I assume that Vincent has his witchcraft already because he went for 2 rams early on. And we know that he needs that for his strategy. So
Well, actually, as far as I can tell, Vincent is not using a witchcrafter
Oh, he's
deck.
not. Oh, so I. Oh, you know what?
No,
I
he's
might
not.
have.
No, he's not. He's using. There's witch based. There's Bluster Mage.
Oh,
There's
interesting. Okay.
And Corruptor.
Okay. Okay. So I had that
Oh
wrong.
yeah, so he actually only has Bluster Mage. So I was talking so much about using all the rounds because of the Mage, Mage and Witch cards, but he's actually only using Bluster Mage, so that doesn't even make much sense. So he's not utilizing the consistency they have, essentially.
Wow. Okay. So Vincent's going very hard into Bishop. An interesting choice for Bishop too, because Bishop is has a Lucio gem. Obviously, the Halloween themed rules are based majority on Nocturna gem decks. So you would think normally you wouldn't. Well, I guess not normally. A traditional deck wouldn't have both a Lucio and a Nocturna because those two don't blend into anything together currently. So interesting that Vincent is running Bishop. So I guess Jubilee is what gets him around that. He can put an invisible Lucio gem on Hickory. I guess that cuts out the gem, the extra gem.
Yeah.
So fun little strategy there. Sort of a take on the engine, I guess. Not really, but Bishop is also like we use one of those powerful level 2s that lets you search for a gem and the level 3 blend. So really helps you thin your
But it's
deck.
nice consistency.
Yeah.
Because you don't need the Lucio gem for any other hero, any other blends. And Bishop, you will be deblending it as soon as it hits the field.
Yep.
That way you don't need to stay around when Jubilee's gem runs out anyway. So that way you can make sure that you can always get that Lucio gem. You don't need to just take one in and hope you draw it. You will always have it no matter what, and you don't need to decrease the consistency of the rest of your deck because of it.
And he made the choice of putting in one Mojo Charger, I guess, just in case.
Just to heal up.
And he won't need that gem to be permanent anyway. So yeah, it was a really good choice to use. Really.
And Mojo Charger also has Capro gem. So on Herd Necromancer, you can always heal up if you need it at any point. By getting it back from discard pile and blending on again.
Come play with us, with our Hickory.
Interesting. So what is? Oh, okay. So Vincent's now subbing out Hickory, presumably to put Fiona and Isabel, and then sub out for Oh, well, so that he has a Bluster Mage makeup, but obviously Fiona and Isabel is level 2, so can't blend it.
We'll have it next
to
turn.
wait an extra turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, another part thing is that I believe we'll be seeing rather quick games. So it might make sense not to have a blend 5. Remember, a player just has to win one round, and then as long as they have 4 different blends with Nocturna, they can use
That's
Trigger Treat,
yeah.
which will deal 16 damage with 4 different blends, and then you just need to deal 9?
What is that? Is that?
Yeah, and that's an
Damage other than
amplify. That's very scary very quickly.
Yeah. Let me see. I saw something. I see a weaponize in Winston deck. So, and I don't remember an amplify in the other decks. So,
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so maybe they're not going for effect damage, but you're right that Trick or Treat it is something in your back pocket, right? So as we get to that second round, things get things get very dangerous for people here. Right, you can swing the tide very quickly.
Yeah. All right. None of them are using an amplifier.
None of them are going. They're not going for an OTK. That's all right.
Yeah.
But just being able to do that, even 8 damage rather than 16. That's pretty powerful.
And then I'll use
Brutal.
All right, so Steve played a collect.
Yeah.
Okay, so he attacks and subbed out. He went for Lester. Okay.
And then I will pass.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where this is going. Other than getting, hmm.
There you go.
Other than getting level 3s out so he can attack with auto for a bit of damage.
Yeah, so that would make sense, but Steve needs Witchcrafter, so maybe he's building Claire
Yeah.
presumably to put a Witchcrafter on Claire.
Yeah, so auto won't be dealing that much damage.
Right.
Well, it would only be able to deal 2 damage in the first place, but you know.
Must think.
So yeah, he might just be switching out Francisco, get Lester to the back line. No, I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure if we even will see Otto or Lester will just switch out.
Right. Oh, actually, no, that would
With,
make sense because I think that what all Francisco was for that first turn blitz that that Steve didn't end up doing. I think because of Tal.
Yeah, because of Tal. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So another gem onto Fiona and Isabel. Fiona and Isabel subbing out for Vincent.
Claire back.
Subbing Claire back in. Okay, so looks like going straight for a Herd Necromancer.
Attach multiple at once.
I don't think so.
I guess we'll see in just a sec.
I think that's probably right.
I guess I can do control alt.
But it is curious that Claire comes back in instead of, some other stronger level 4.
Right. Well, maybe he intends to have Claire blended the whole game, so it's not as long as the level requirement's there. It's okay.
That's true.
It's interesting that Tal's still out there because normally, especially in this kind of mode, you would sub him out because the level 2 doesn't have much utility after turn 1.
A Bluster Mage.
It still deals 1 damage.
Cluster's out.
Right, you're right. Does have you do get the attack,
Yeah.
and that that's
So it
exactly
might
what he
be
did.
that. It might be a conscious choice, but it might also just be because that we haven't been playing for the rules for so long. That keeping in contact with the rules at all times and remembering all what you can do, like we can brain fart a bit and forget it.
Grab this.
Right. Okay, so Vince played a collect. I assume he's gonna use Bluster Mage here
Do I have to-
after he grabs his card.
No, I don't want this right now. I'll grab this one.
Steve has not blended yet, correct?
I think that's right.
And
Yeah.
Slow build for Steve.
attack.
He has 8 cards in his hand, so I'm wondering if it's just because he's been unlucky and not drawing it, or what's going on exactly.
Cool.
Well, he does also need 1 more gem on Claire to get the
The witch, right?
witch, yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
So he's got the
Very
electro
good.
gem. So presumably interesting Claire against Claire. Okay, here's Witchcrafter.
Oh no, not
Let's
There
see
we
what-
have it.
All right, let's see what the invisible gems are.
Witchcrafter is out.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, because he has both virus, which would Lester will be ready to get
in the back.
fewer virus on afterwards.
Great position.
But then you wouldn't put him in the back line.
How was it 4?
Right. So for attack.
3?
So it looks like you were right. So it looks like Francisco is a nothing. Interesting. Okay, so Steve didn't attach anything to Witchcrafter yet. So Witchcrafter, basically what you can do is you attach a level 2 to Witchcrafter, and then that level 2's gems, so whatever gems make up that level 2, are now invisible gems on each of your other heroes. So Witchcrafter lets you surge out a lot of other things through invisible gems. Obviously, invisible gems are fragile, but it helps. You can move much quicker with those invisible gems on the field.
I think it's got to be Terra Nocturna, given that he has 3 viruses in his deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can also.
It's just-
I'm gonna refresh.
And
Flu season.
I'll use Bluster Mage.
virus has the additional effect that you can deblend, unblend all viruses on your field, and then your opponent has to discard
Yep.
2 to the X where X is the number of viruses, deblend, unblended. And yeah, your opponent has to discard that many cards from their deck. So up to 16 if your whole field is viruses, but obviously we can only go up to 3, so that's 8 cards. But still, that's an all right amount of cards.
Yeah. It'll and Vincent's actually somewhat low on cards because he's flown through his deck, so milling could be an issue for him later. I guess we'll see. Ooh, interesting. Went to grab a condensation.
Nice.
Yeah, Winston is, as a part of his deck, he is playing Corruptor, which with these rules allows him to gain the effects of a different Corruptor themed card, which the card that he just shown, I forgot the name.
It was condensation
part
what
of-
he grabbed.
Yeah. So even without getting them on field, he can use their effects for a great advantage.
Yeah.
1, 2. I have 3.
Right.
Oh wait, yeah.
But he hasn't gone into that yet. I guess.
No.
Well, so
Hey,
okay.
Vincent, it's on.
Well, there's a Capro. I just want to look at what's in.
Indeed.
Okay, no gems yet. From playing Vincent in the semis, I think he tweaked his deck just a bit before, but he did exactly what Ormfan just said. Is he used Corruptor and then Condensation Collector to bring back gems he had discarded and equip them, and effectively it worked like a surge. So you could equip an extra gem during your turn.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's only discarded a Capro right now, so there's no real need for him to do anything. And a discarded Capro also powers up Ram. But yeah,
Yeah, but it's sort of a counter milling effect essentially. Since even if you discard a lot of cards from deck, you can always get the valuable gem back as long as you still have your blends.
Yeah.
Wait, are you guys saying that he used Mad Scientist League to do Condensation Collector?
He did.
No,
Necromancer?
just Corruptor.
Right. I think that's the same rule, but I wonder if he misread the rule.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That it's combustion, not condensation.
Yeah, I think he might have seen all these coming cards.
That might have been an error
Oh,
on
yeah.
Ormfan's part and my part. But
Yeah,
He-
I just forgot it. Essentially, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
yeah, we'll see what he does. It's possible.
Because-
I'm just looking at the. Oh, her Necromancer's out. Kind of out of
You
nowhere.
can get
really.
it through Catalyst Controller, I guess.
Maybe that might make more sense. That must have been what he did.
Yeah.
He mirrored
But
Catalyst.
it's a more roundabout way.
Yes.
Mm,
Mirrored Catalyst, which lets him do it. I think that's right. Vincent's pretty meticulous. I don't think he would have missed that. But good. Thanks for that was a good correction there, David.
Yeah, it's just so many cards with there's so many effects
Yeah,
going on that
Yeah.
a lot of
remembering them all.
But I
The
wonder
Halloween
how-
rules are funky for everyone.
How is he going to play Condensation since his deck doesn't have any Aqua Gem?
I don't think it's exactly. He's not going to play it. He's going to.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my mistake.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I think he's going to
switch
mill
it.
it. I would assume.
Wait, what?
Oh, did I
Uh-oh.
miss what?
Oh no, he's not. He's not playing
So +2 attack on
Com-
auto.
Catalyst Controller. So Catalyst Controller is one of the cards
It's gonna
that
be a simple attack. I'll hit for
Corruptor can use.
that's it.
And then Catalyst Controller is able to copy an effect from the discard pile, which would, in a roundabout way, get you Condensation Collector
Mhm.
as an effect, but he is not playing Catalyst Controller. So that's not a possibility.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to watch and see what happens here because
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
right because there's no Aqua Gem. I mean, Jubilee can put it there for a turn, but it seems like it seems like it's a waste. We are
That's,
without seeing the hands. It's kind of tough for us to tell.
It's very
Um,
hard to.
But it's fun that we're learning along with them. I will say, so it's been a pretty close first round. not a lot of, not
Yeah.
big amounts of damage being done. Pretty consistent, small amounts. And Oren Fan was right. Steve did sub in Otto.
Yeah.
I'll use Coven Conjure.
Yeah. So
Discard the Bolt Ram from my hand.
the big final thing that Vincent did in our game was to get Rage Domesticator out. Blend 5. When you blend this here, you may switch the hero's written attack and defense for the duration of a turn.
Mhm.
It has 6 defense, so it would have 6 attack.
Mhm.
And then he used Weaponized to deal 12 damage.
Yeah,
So-
he did. It was it was like this was against Oren Fan and I. Like we were just duking it out, and then Vincent kind of slipped in at the end, and
From a Nocturna Gem.
it took me out. So it was
Yeah.
He
And I
capitalized.
had just been taken out previously.
he did capitalize. Okay, so
Yeah. And Rage
For three. Right?
Rage Domesticator is a super blend of Hurt Necromancer.
mhm.
So it's a relative quick switch out, just adding a Capra Gem to Claire, and you have it.
Keep trying.
Though you will have to, get Claire switched out or bumped
I'll
up
hit for,
one level.
number 2 again.
So and he's not playing bump, which will level it Claire up. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will see. So okay, so he did this. So it was it last turn that he discarded the Bolt Ram to grab a Nocturne Gem? I think that's what he did. Using the Halloween rules. Okay, a Cryo Gem.
Isabel. I'll use Come Play With Us.
How many different gem types does Vincent have out right now? 1, 2,
I believe it's quite a lot.
6,
Bring back Erica.
1, 2,
He has 6 different.
just 6.
6.
types.
Typical, I guess.
Yeah, no,
Well,
you're
not
right.
for
6
me,
is typical.
but,
Jubilee.
It's
Plays
I think it's kind of a weird mix though, isn't it? Weird mix of
Erica. You allow me to play a Mirror Chaser.
Oh, now I understand. Of course, Jubilee will let him get the Aqua Gem.
For
Oh, it's true. Yeah, but it's only for one turn,
it's only for
so
one turn, right?
yeah.
I'm sure when we get we're gonna get like Vincent on this at the end, and he's gonna listen back to like, what are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
what-
it looks like Steve is toast for round 1.
Right. So he went for Mirror Chaser, but he's gonna lose Mirror Chaser immediately.
no, I'll just end my turn. And Mirror Chaser.
The-
gets the-
Oh, he's fine with it. He wanted that extra bit of damage.
There is that extra meta. Is that round 1 is way more important,
One search.
like Armfan was saying. So
Yeah.
it makes
And actually, with Jubilee, he can play.
So many options.
He could play a third blend onto Erica, even if he doesn't have the right gems. So it makes it much easier to get things out for Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's Virus. See, Steve might be moving here a little
Because
bit.
that's a Witchcrafter.
David, you were right. So he's equipping the
one
Virus.
time.
Yep.
You know what?
It's very important to win round 1 because you cannot afford to be the first one to use Trick or Treat, since it demolishes your own field and you dealt maybe 16 damage,
Mhm.
tops 16 damage, but after that you have to get back up and deal the rest of the damage. So if you cannot get a decisive win on that,
Yeah.
you just end up pouring the gas out of the car.
Yep.
Play
It is. It's a gamble. It is a gamble. I will say both of them have pretty large hand sizes, so
my hand.
I assume they have good amounts of resources. Oh, he did put condensation out with using Jubilee, Vincent. That is.
Yeah, just to get 1 gem back, I guess.
oh, maybe it's for the attack.
I'll use.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, he already.
This card.
So he pulled this back.
Ram will depower.
Okay. Interesting. So he used condensation to pull the Capra gem he previously discarded back.
Mm, Yeah, because then he can get it. Oh, so in between the rounds, now he win the first round. Then he gets Claire switched out with a level 5, gets Capra Gem under it, and blends Rage Domesticator, deals tons of damage, use Trigger Cheat, Trigger
Yeah, I can do that.
Friggin' Treat, and wins.
I'll hit you for 4.
Okay, I could see that.
Round
It looks like though he put the capper onto
let's
Erica,
go.
so I think that he wants her.
Oh, so he's ready.
Yeah, but I think he wants her to stay out for the entirety of the game.
Turn ends immediately.
Just for the defense.
All right, there we go. So okay, Vincent took round 1. He attacked with condensation.
Hmm.
Anything I need.
Just
Okay.
enough with Ram. Okay, and Steve
Yeah.
didn't stop him. Let's see if there's any subs.
Yeah, so since he's already ready with the Rage Domesticator, which would be enough damage to get him to get Steve in Trick and Treat range, as long as he can get one on his back line, because right now he's only dealing 8 damage with Trick and Treat, which would be, oh wait, that's actually enough. So if he deals 16, 6, 7, that's 14 damage with Weaponizer,
Just bring it.
and then 8 damage from Trick and Treat. He wins on the first turn he gets if he has the right cards.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, you're right. So he could. That would be a OTK. That would be really tough to.
Yeah, but I do believe I don't remember how many cancels he's playing, but I do believe Steven is playing block attack, so
Okay.
might be rage inducing.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be tough. I know. So Brenna, who Vincent just subbed in, Brenna will stop those block attacks or can. Obviously, if Steve has multiple, that would still be a problem. But we'll see.
So I can see
what
Winston is using 2 block attacks himself and no cancels.
Here.
Okay, so both people big on both players big on block attack.
Hmm.
There's an easy way to see.
What is Steve building with the arrow gem?
Is that what I wanna do?
Okay.
Yeah, Steve is using 1 block attack and 2
I'll take the
cancels.
2.
Oh, like normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so he dealt 2 through Zachary and Otto.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see what Vincent does here.
He might just have to win if he has the right cards, but then it wouldn't take this long, would it?
No. Yeah, right.
No.
He would just do it. Right.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, it's 16 damage if you can get the full combo with Rage and Rage Thing and Weaponize. Forgot the Ram.
Right, and let's see. Well, so he can't right now. He can't blend a rage anywhere, unless he has like a
Can you-
gem trick, which I don't think he does.
Hmm.
They're an electro.
Yeah, he just 4 gems on the Erica.
Like 2 damage to my HP.
Oh, he
Grab
okay. So he took damage
the ram
to
from
bring a
the
ram back.
this card,
Okay.
and then I'll use Coven Conjure. I'll just
Yeah.
throw that right back in there.
Oh yeah, he can use that to search out for any card because he now has it back in hand. And then
Yep.
Grab.
Herd Necromancer allows him to get any card from the deck when discarded.
Yeah,
All right,
it's-
so he is utilizing that search function that I was talking about earlier.
He is, yeah, and it's actually it's quite clever with Herd. He takes 2 damage basically to bring a ram back to his hand, and then use ram to search for anything.
Mhm.
2 damage for taking search is really good.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
very clever. Okay, let's see. Where did he put the Terra Gem? He just grabbed. Oh, he hasn't played it yet. I think he's probably going to put it on Erica, right? And then he'll probably do the same exact thing one more turn.
I'll just
Bring
I'll
Ram
just
back.
this.
Discard Ram to get an Electro Gem. And then I do then the Rage strategy could could happen.
Yeah.
I'll hit you for 2.
So Steve gets to live a little bit longer.
He does.
And I think he will need it much longer. I don't think Vincent will allow him to have that sweet time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to get a lot of viruses out and begin discarding a lot of cards from Vincent's deck before it gets good.
Hmm.
It looks like he just wasn't able to get through his deck as fast as he wanted.
Yeah. And sometimes you just dead draw and it's sad.
Yeah. It looks like, yeah. I mean, Vincent, in terms of card advantage, Vincent's gone through 9 more cards than Steve has. It does look like
I'll get
that Steve has to be able to get what he needs. Oh. Okay.
Damn.
I'll use Come Play With
He's
Us.
subbing Tall out. Interesting.
Hmm.
Fiona and Isabel?
Bring
I guess
it-
it has
Yeah,
to be.
that's the only thing he can. Wait, no, he's
Wait.
1 turn ahead. He can't do that yet.
Wait. How did he do that?
Don't have to bring-
A little
He
confused.
can't.
Oh, right, yeah, Fiona is my bad.
We might need a.
Come play with us. He needs.
question.
Yeah, there we go. They
Ahead
realized.
of yourself, Vince.
I did that multiple times myself, so
Yeah.
I can't really fault him.
It's easy to forget.
It
Yeah,
is.
exactly. New rules
Yeah.
on
yeah.
top of the
Moving a
main
bit too
base game.
quick.
Yeah, being too excited, like because when you do Fiona and Isabel come play with us, you need to know where you're heading with it,
Yep.
and then you just go straight ahead
Slide with
Yep.
draw.
without being allowed to.
I'll hit for 2, 3. I'll hit for
3,
3.
Okay.
And
So Steve's slowly but surely getting there. So he's hitting. Okay, he hit for 3, then switched.
And I will pass.
Oh. See.
Wait, what? Not even dealing damage? Wait,
He
he
did
did. Sorry,
3.
my
He
bad.
attacked and then switched, but
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on Steve's side of the
He
field
knows,
right
he
now.
knows that's not nearly enough.
Oh, you forgot to play it, Jen.
Go, do your turn.
Okay, so the
Poor
card
guy.
is still in my hand. What do I want to do here?
I'm a little confused. What did Vincent just do?
All right, so what do I want to do here?
So it looks like he needs that Electro Gem.
All right, I'll attach this
Mhm.
electron.
Oh, he has it. Okay. All right. Here we
Okay.
go. This could be it.
Potentially,
Oh,
he needs a bit more damage. Well, he needs
Great.
a few more
Okay.
blends.
It came out.
I think the weaponize is
Um,
coming. Oh,
Yeah,
This is gonna be game over.
this is. I don't know. Unless Steve has a block attack, right?
yeah.
6-0.
He still needs to get something. Oh yeah, he can still attack with Fiona Isabel, blend something on top of it, and then
Block
deal
attack, there
the
it
8
is.
damage.
Cancel your
Attack.
Oh, a super
Super
cancel.
cancel.
Oh, he canceled the super
And
cancel.
Steve is not playing any cancels. Steve is not playing any cancels himself. Oh, he did. Wait, what?
Oh, that was kind of big. Why didn't Vincent use Brenna?
About to say, like, I thought you could chain Brennan to that.
Right? Yeah. You would have thought he would use Brenna. Interesting. Maybe he was saving Brenna.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Oh, that's.
Why would you save Brenna?
Well, maybe you need the
Like,
gem. I don't know.
I'd use Brennan to cancel your.
Should've done Brenna
Well,
and-
I can't believe that that's more important than dealing 8 damage.
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be fair.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, I guess the other thing, we don't see their hands, right? So it's possible that Steve has another block attack, in which case it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because he is playing 2. No way.
About Brenna.
He's
No.
playing 1 block attack and 2 cancels. So he doesn't have any more.
Oh, so it's just 0. Okay,
Oh.
So I hit you for 2 instead.
So yeah.
That's so unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, why didn't he use Brenna?
This
I don't know.
Once your opponent plays a start action, and block attack is a 1-star action.
Right.
So he should have started with it instead of the cancel, but I guess he got too excited and just played the cancel straight away.
Yeah, well, I think
Like,
he didn't. He must not have thought that Steve had a cancel.
you know.
Yeah,
Oh, that was a big shift.
Like,
that's a
like,
big blunder.
remove witchcraft.
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't he attack? Why didn't he?
Not that it
Attack.
matters.
He attacked with Fiona and Isabel. He couldn't attack with Rage because of the block attack.
Yeah, so he only got
Of
two.
course. My bad. I just, yeah. For some reason, I went straight ahead to the weaponize and thought that was what was correct.
Yeah.
But remember, he can still just deblend Raid Domesticator,
Yep.
get it back with Herd Necromancer, and don't care.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Now Steve does have defense now, so that or at least a little bit. So that changes things a
You
bit.
said, oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve's got to get moving here, right? Like
Mhm.
he
Absolutely.
barely got out of it last turn, and you have to assume that he kind of knows what Vincent's going to do here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what he does. Assuming that Vincent has that weaponize, he can attack for 10. He can't do it in one turn, it looks like. Oh no, I'm sorry, he can attack for 12, right? With the weaponize? Because Rage does 4,
I will use
Fiona Isabel 1, Herd Necromancer 1.
myself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's 4. Yeah, and he cannot really.
I'll grab
Yeah, I was searching around for
Alright.
in his deck if he has any switches. He has Struggle Switch, but that doesn't.
That will help him now.
Is he behind on health? Yeah, he is. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, and then use Coven
Yeah, so you
Commander.
can use Struggle Switch. Get Witchcrafter to the back line and thereby having open field.
Grab a Corruptor.
Yeah. Oh, he grabbed a
Oh, you like-
Corruptor.
Yeah, you like
Hmm.
that?
That's good.
He
That's
has a little
good.
bit of a buff with the house.
What's he gonna use Corruptor on?
He does?
Does he have a bond breaker in there?
Not in his
Yeah.
discard.
I may or may not be playing.
I don't know if you are using it, but like kind of a fun.
I think you're right. If he should do the struggle switch, shouldn't he?
Come play with us.
Assuming he has it on him right now.
Right.
Right now.
Okay. Here we go. Vincent's building up. Okay, so Lester. I assume he has another Electro Gem, so he can play the Corruptor.
Attach an Electro to Lester.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Play a Struggle Switch.
There we go.
Yeah, there
okay,
we go.
yep.
He had
Yep.
it all along.
Yeah, all along, yep.
And because so Steve still has one cancel left in his deck, but due to Weaponize being a 3-star, you cannot cancel it. Not with a regular
Right.
cancel anyway.
Right. Okay, so he did
I
that.
know you can do it
He already used Hurt though.
Yeah.
He can't use Hurt again. I hope he has another Rage in his hand.
Plan is.
Yeah, because he.
in my hand.
So,
He is playing 2 Raised Domesticators, so
Hmm.
perhaps.
Is there anything that I need?
I'm gonna go turn Vincent up so I can hear what he says. Corrupt's gonna mirror.
Used because Corruptor doesn't have any
What do I do?
targets in his deck.
Yeah, I'm a little
You got
confused
it,
by that.
Vincent.
Yeah, I
Like,
really
I'm
do
gonna crush you,
believe that
son,
he
but-
mixed up Condensation Collector.
I think so too.
So
Yeah,
so
I'm
we
afraid so.
we think that he thought it was something different.
Yeah,
If it sounds like he got away with it because like he thought that was the right thing to do in a couple games.
Yeah.
I wonder if Steve realizes that.
yeah.
I use Mad Scientist League.
damn. Who you copying?
Where does it say? Oh, there it is.
So he said he used Mad Scientist League, but he doesn't have anything in there he can copy. And also, there's no
Yeah.
gem.
Inner cards only works for level 2 blends. So I'll declare. Just do Catalyst Controller.
Yeah, he's mixing it up. He's getting the wrong card. Wait, Catalyst Controller. From your discard, does he play Catalyst Controller?
Discard a Capricorn from my hand.
So the deck list I have, he's
Wait,
not
where's the
playing
Catalyst
Catalyst Controller.
You have it in your hand.
I wonder if he sent an unfinished
You have a
deck
Catalyst
list.
controller in your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be in my hand?
Yeah, hand, discard, or field.
Oh, I didn't do that in the last game. No one called me out on it.
Oh,
Really?
Oh no.
I think.
Oh, no.
Wait, double check.
whoops.
Yeah, it does say that. Come on, guys. You didn't call me out on that. I didn't know.
Oh, wow. Vincent's calling us out for not calling him out.
Although,
Oh, no.
Sorry, Vincent.
No.
Steve's
Alright, can you do
very,
that then? Since
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't-
yeah. Yeah, of
he's
course.
very happy about that.
Let me not shuffle and. Oh, can you give me that back?
Oh wait, where is it? The
Capricorn.
Capricorn?
Let me just
Mm.
hit shuffle, not shuffle when closing. So leave that alone. Do I still want to play the Corruptor then?
Oh no, Vincent. It wasn't even that he took a card in that he couldn't use. It was that he
Yeah,
thought
that'll
it
be
could use a card that he didn't have.
yeah, none of us predicted that.
Right.
Yeah. So I've totally overlooked that in our last game. I sincerely thought that he was copying a card that he was legally
I'll play an
allowed, able to copy. But
Invert my rage
yeah.
Yeah.
and hit you for.
I thought he
8
had
damage.
Catalyst the whole time. I didn't realize he never had Catalyst at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So, all right, let's see what he. Okay, so he just inverted. Is he gonna weaponize? Oh,
so-
he didn't weaponize.
Okay. Oh my god.
Dang, so that win, so the win I had was actually not legal. Good to know.
All right.
I didn't call you out since
Acknowledge.
they're bad.
Yeah.
Well, you were
So,
in the
but if
game
you
too.
could get,
It was?
he
It was
just.
a 4-player match.
It's
Oh, the
so
fourth
sad.
one?
It's so close.
I don't
It's
know.
so close.
Yeah.
It was
I think you had a Catalyst in your discard, didn't you?
Did I?
I think you did.
Hang on, I still have the deck. Let me check. Oh, you're right. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
remember,
I thought
remember the
so.
Catalyst being in the
So he did have Catalyst the whole time. Okay, so we weren't.
I
We're
must
not.
have- I must
We
have
didn't miss
forgotten.
something.
Yeah, I was sure he did.
Slight
but,
oversight. It happens to everyone.
But for Vincent,
I'm gonna
even
do
if he
a
had
struggle
Catalyst, who would he have
switch
been copying?
and send
here?
Corruptor to the back.
he was
Oh,
playing
you
a
are?
different deck.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not a different deck. There was a
I
few.
am.
There was a few changes.
Or maybe I should send the Rage, but I don't know.
You want to
Oh.
send Rage
A
instead?
struggle switch of
Did I?
Steve playing struggle
I
switch.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
Wait,
what you're
let me
I'm
playing.
not sure what
do that
Vincent
for a
was thinking
second.
with the Corruptor.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
send
know
Rage
No.
what he was
instead.
gonna grab.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll
Do
have
all
to
this
ask
work?
him.
Like, I'm annoyed at Corruptor, but I guess it's really not that annoying.
Rage to the back.
But since I'm going to discard all the cards that I care about now, since I haven't drawn any of them.
Oh, hang on, Rage.
So dumb.
Yeah.
All right, so Steve acknowledging bad draws.
Which Corruptor up front?
So as long as he just
it's
has
a four.
one
Discard.
a Rage Domesticator in
Okay,
hand,
fine.
or can search it out, which he can, because of Herd Necromancer getting a Ram in hand, then discarding it to search his deck for any card.
Mhm.
He can get Rage Domesticator in hand, use Trick and Treat right now to
Yep.
deal 8 damage,
Mhm.
get Lester on the back line, get Rage Domesticator on Erica, and attack for 6, and win the game.
Yeah.
So he has to win right now if he realizes. But he might be too tilted to see the win.
Right. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Steve's basically acknowledging he doesn't have anything. So I'm like Vincent almost doesn't need to rush. I think you're right. I think he could
Good
win
thing
this
I have
time.
Lester here. I'll switch Lester.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay. He did that. All right.
Mhm.
Erica.
Mm.
Maybe he has another
So it's
invert
not as
too.
perfect as it's not as perfect as I would have wanted him to
Right.
do it. But
That block attack
And-
sequence from Steve was good.
yeah. Well, Brenna could have sacrificed the gem and it would have been all fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard though because obviously Vincent didn't think. He probably didn't think. Yeah. He must not have. He didn't account for the cancel.
I guess,
Yeah, but we are also in a meta where more and more players are
attack
using
is Capricorn to Brenna.
um, cancels, so and super
Another
cancels.
invert?
So I do believe that
Mhm.
that's something that should have taken account for.
Right.
Play another
Oh,
invert.
okay.
Oh my
Ooh,
Yeah, there we have it.
another invert.
Yeah.
This could
That's
be
what I
it.
Rage.
Yeah,
This is it.
that's what I was hoping for. So that's win
Got it.
That's
right
good.
there.
The other
He
thing
cannot
is,
block,
I don't know if he's going to do it. Oh, he can't. I'm sorry.
Two
I thought he was going to
for
sub
7?
Lester out. He doesn't really. Yeah, he doesn't really need to do that.
Yeah.
I'll use
And then
Grandmaster,
Trick and Treat is only 4, so unless you can get another blend,
grab a ram, and then just double charge
yeah.
it, put it back in there.
So you use Herd to
And I'm
ram.
going to
He's
search
kind of. Isn't he overthinking this?
My weaponized.
Yeah, because he
Oh
Hey,
damn.
Oh,
just to get
he
the
needs to search for the
weaponized, just to
weaponized.
get the weaponized.
I
Got
But
see.
the thing is, he could just
Yeah,
have gotten
let's
ram
go.
on Lester. Doesn't it have?
I
The,
did
yeah,
get my
it has.
active
It has
together
the right
with
amount of gems, so you could just use win for on Trick and
Together
Treat
much faster
without.
than
I wish I got
fearing the
something
cancel.
together though. That was like kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. Well,
That's true.
you're right. You're right
Wait,
that he could have
what?
just trick or treated and won. Because he
This
could have
was
just
in
played the ram,
Zelda's
right?
turn effect. I should have gone
Yeah.
a little stronger. I was a
And
little
I'm a
But
bit sad that he didn't do that. It would have been a
Oh, the
lovely
yeah,
end to the
it
game.
would have been a nice
Yeah,
flare to
I
win.
got a little scared.
But
for that.
Yeah.
I think that
Because my
he did a
whole
good job
strategy
of
relies on using 4 first turn
uh,
effects.
he did this. What he did was safe to go search for the weaponized
Yeah.
because
Was it?
it was
Good
safe
game,
because
Vincent.
if Steve
And
had a super cancel, he could have
congratulations.
Brenna to get rid of it.
Thank you.
So I
That
think
is
that,
Yeah.
I think that Vincent played the safe way. We should tell him to
Wanna make
unmute
us
us.
go down
this
Can,
way?
can someone?
Yeah,
text
good
him?
game. Vincent. Well done.
Let's go Raptors thing.
Yeah, it was well
It's an
done.
easy
It was well done. It was almost never in question, really.
Yeah, just getting your discard.
Then how do I get the cow discard?
Or you can just have it in your hand.
Oh, that's true. I can just use
Yeah. Easy enough. If I got my blend cause earlier, it would have been a different story.
Steve
yeah.
complaining about
Force
blend
that,
call.
I see.
If I got anything earlier, it might have been a different story.
At least it's
Oh.
unmute. You gotta unmute everyone.
Oh yeah.
All right, they're
Welcome
unmuting
back,
us.
everybody.
Okay. Oh, just so you know, Steve, I actually had a backup plan
What was your backup plan?
in case I need to stall.
Oh yeah.
Because I switched Jubilee back in and I played Mojo Charger.
Shit.
Oh, interesting from Vincent.
I wanted
I
to
can-
mill you so bad. We unmuted you guys, or I unmuted you guys.
Okay, good. You guys can hear us?
And then I can cycle with her to stall a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yes.
Vincent, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Congratulations,
Good game.
Vincent.
Well done.
Great win.
Congratulations.
Yeah, give me that. Do I get a
I
special player?
apologize, everyone, for the kind of like lame showing on my side.
It was. So we also, just so you know, we can't see your hands.
Wait, really? Oh, why didn't you say that earlier?
We were just rolling with it. It was actually kind of fun to do blind.
Yeah, it was-
Okay.
But yeah, so we can't see your hands, so we didn't exactly know what was happening.
No.
The
We
most
had to
exciting
assume what was the
sequence
best play.
had to be that block attack sequence. It was a great sequence.
Mm.
Yeah. My bad, guys. I should have used Brenna.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we were saying. We knew that you knew it, but you had a super cancel, so you felt good.
Yeah, I felt good about it.
Yeah.
But I should. But Brenna was a safer choice. I don't know why I didn't think of Brenna.
Much safer choice.
Heat of the
Because
game.
then he would have been forced to play the second cancel. But yeah.
Could you
Yeah, I
have
coulda
could you have
canceled it.
OTK'd him there? Not OTK. Could you have taken him out right there if you had gotten the weaponized through?
What do you mean?
Like,
do you mean?
so I think what Olam Fan was saying is that you could have weaponized with rage and then trick or treated, and then done.
Oh, I totally forgot about trick or
Yeah,
treat.
you could have triggered. I was like,
Jesus
I know I was
Christ.
screwed a couple turns ago. I was like, fuck,
That's
you
so
could like
funny.
trick or treat at any point.
we were actually. I gotta say, Vincent, we were like, oh, he can win with flare and trick or treat for the victory. You know, to get that effect damage. So that's actually really
Yeah,
funny in
'cause
hindsight.
I had all 3 blends already, so I could have just I could have just yeah.
You could just have gotten Ram into hand, put it on Lester, and
Yeah.
trick and treat it for 8 damage.
Yep.
And you would have won without needing to weaponize.
Yeah.
And you would have
Um,
been styling.
Sure. I mean, it's a backup plan-ish.
Yeah.
That's pretty, you managed to do it without that, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill him with rage. Okay. That's
Mm,
I like
fair. That's fair.
did what you
So
needed to
Vincent,
do.
did this go about as well? Like, did the game go as well as you thought it was going to go? Like, was this basically like, hey, this is my game plan, and nothing went wrong. I did everything I needed to do.
Couple misplays, but
Okay, but I mean, overall, it was good. Obviously, Steve, it would be great to hear your strategy a little bit because it didn't really get going.
can you put your cards on the table so we can all see what's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on?
yeah. Let me.
I'm curious what you were trying to
Can I
do.
grab them all? How do you grab all your hands?
Can't you trace around it?
I have too many in my hands to do.
I
that.
had a misplay with Brenna. I could have dealt damage earlier. Yeah. Toxic.
There we go.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
That's a lot of cards.
a lot of cards.
All right, so
Wood goes toxic. What am I looking at here?
A lot of cards. The idea was to like it's all built around Witchcrafter and Virus, and then having out level 3 blends so I could do a trick or treat. So it's based around Virus plus Toxic Ram, Venom Foul, Fever
But you-
Virus.
But you can only trick or treat once per game, no?
Once per game, but also there's trick or treat plus there's also the virus strategy, and it kind of balances both of them, the milling one.
How does
So I can
Toxic
do it.
help you?
What do you mean?
Is
It's
it
just
just for
for-
trick or treat?
It's just because they all use a Terra Gem and a Nocturna Gem, which I get from
Oh, so
Witchcrafter.
you're not trying to burn me. Okay, the toxic.
no. And then I can also like the Toxic Rams, I can do Coven Conjure with them. To get
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
cards.
that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's all just based on the house rules, really. And then I can use Trick or Treat with Wood Ghost, Fever Virus, Venom Foul, and Toxic Ram, so it's kind of flexible there too.
That's cool. But you
Um,
definitely need those viruses like early on.
Yeah, I needed to get more of my blends. I was struggling. I was like doubling up on a lot of gems that I didn't need early on too. So it was like not the best draws. That Tal really scared me at the beginning.
Yeah, we thought that you could have you
I
could have
should
taken
done Fiona
9,
and
right?
Isabel at least. I should have done. I should. Maybe 9 would have been the better choice, but like
you should have
Oh, I-
anticipated
I
it.
lost the first round anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
And the problem
then
with
I would've
losing the
lost.
first round is trick and treat can be so disastrous, dealing up to 16 damage. But well, wasn't even necessary.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a problem I have. I always play very tentatively. And I
Yeah, I
did it
can
once
understand
again. I did it
Like-
once again. It's my place.
Like it's like you don't want to commit because in case it goes wrong or whatever.
Yeah. But every time I do like lean into something, I feel like it always like gets messed up anyway. So like great play.
You gotta believe in your
yeah.
decks.
I
Steve.
know.
Come on.
I know. No, well played, Vincent, though.
Yes, Vincent, well played. Yeah, really good use of the rules. But well, Steve, in hypothetically good use of the rules. Vincent, good use of the Halloween rules. It was
It
a
worked well when I played with David and Michael. Like I was going.
got it. Vincent, the
It does
catalyst
work.
controller stuff was we Oren fan and I were like, did we like miss something like seriously?
And we did. We missed a card that wasn't even in the deck. Well, you included.
Was it? Did you have it in your last iteration? I think you did, didn't you?
I checked it. It was. I did have it in the deck, so I probably had it in my hand.
Yeah. Well, when I remember when you played it. I didn't play you in the qualifying, but I played you like a multiplayer before that, and you definitely
Yeah.
had it. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was
Halloween
cool.
rules. The first ever house rules champion.
Yeah, that was great. Vincent, we were the intro was 2 players who have been to multiple tourneys, haven't been able to get over the hump, but we have was going to be a first time champion crown, so it's exciting all around.
Yeah.
Do we have
Always conjure is fun.
enough for Christmas rules?
We should totally do
Yeah. No, we should
Joy
definitely do
Ringer.
Christmas rules. Yeah.
Just Joy Ringer.
We could-
Oh, there's like wintry blends.
I think Joy Ringer.
Joy
Yeah.
Ringer.
Oh, it doesn't need
And
any more
Aqua Gems,
powerful
I
ones,
guess.
though.
Aqua and Lucio.
Yes, yeah, there could be that's a good idea. It could be like a bishop and
Yeah,
Shine
what
Minister
about
kind of thing.
Cryo?
Yeah.
maybe even Electro Gem, but
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah. Oh, if
Well,
you
it depends
get-
what we're going for.
White, blue, and red all on your board at the same time, or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. Maybe,
all right, guys. I think
maybe-
I'm going to shut the stream down.
Oh, okay,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay, so congratulations to Vincent. That was a great tourney.
Hey.
First time champion Vincent. This is great. Really good use of the Halloween rules. Steve just come up a little bit short again, but it was fun to watch.
I'll keep trying.
Thanks to the commentators for joining in. That was great commentary. Fun to try and do it blind. And I'm sure listening back, we're gonna be like, "What the heck were we thinking?" But it was fun all the same.
Thanks, Sam.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks, guys.
Thank you.